We're in the Vanarama National League. It's a new season, and the media have predicted us to finish bottom of the league by quite a way. I'm hoping to prove them wrong and hopefully clear some of this massive debt that mysteriously turned up since I've been in control of the club. I'm not sure where it came from. Let me know in the comments. Hi guys, Woody here. Welcome back. This is episode 14 of the Road to Glory Save with Chatham Town. If you're enjoying this type of content, I know I am, and you're not subscribed to the channel, it would mean a lot to me if you did. Just tap that bell notification. It's free. Just remember that. It is free. I'm not asking for a single penny of your hard-earned cash. Smash that like button as well. That one's also free. And yeah, stay up to date with all my Football Manager content. Anyway, here we are, the beginning of the season in the Vanarama National League. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you would notice that it is the 4th of October. Correct. But because of the whole COVID thing, pandemic, the National League doesn't start till later in the year for some reason, and it still stays that way, even though we are so far ahead. So if you go and have a look, like we look at, I do that every time, the National League, you go down here, you drop down, National League North, 7 games deep. League 2, 8 games deep. 8 for League 1, Championship 8, 9, and Premier League as well. So as you can see, there is a, we are just kicking off our season, so it is going to be a jam-packed season. Yeah, media prediction 23rd, we'll go through a few things. The finances, we don't look at that overall balance. We are over a wage budget. Killing it. No transfer budget. Obviously, things are not going great. Club vision is bravely fight against relegation and just be competitive in the cups. I'm hoping for a good FA Cup run because that will, if we can get a 3rd round against like a Manchester United, that'll clear that debt. That'll clear it and everything will be good. That's what I'm pinning all my hopes on for. That's how we work in Football Manager world. Transfers wise, there have been a few. Was there any at the end of last season? No. Any players going out? Lennon Peake, he left. He went to Hanley on a free. He was unhappy, obviously. We get a bit of that. The players out. This one was disappointed. Duncan New, really good goalkeeper. He just left. I'm going to add him back onto the shortlist because, no, he's not. He came from Bournemouth. He just left, which is disappointing. He's gone to Ireland, so it was frustrating. A few out on loan, and that's really it. Released players, they're the ones we need to look at. So released players, Michael Guthrie, he was never getting that work permit, so he's gone. Jordan Brooks wasn't probably going to cut the mustard, unfortunately. He is gone. Johan Zahore as well, once again, not as good as he has been. He's now at Grantham Town. Hopefully he has a good career there. Jake McKinlay, bought him, thought he was going to be good. He looks okay, but no. George Abbott has gone as well. He's now at Hastings on a free. He wasn't getting the game time, unfortunately. Tyreek Clark has also left. He wanted a new contract. He wanted a lot of money. I wasn't prepared to play him, so now he is gone. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit sad about that one. And Matt Bauer has left as well because his contract expired. He also got whingy because he played 30 games and was a fringe player. Would you believe it? Actually, last season, where was it? Where's he gone? I don't know. That left back we had with a mohawk, Michael Ward. Here he is. He's left. He was upset with his game time despite coming in as a squad player and played 14 games. So disappointed there. He is now in the National League North with Baintree. So a bit of a bummer there. Right, so many to get through. We want all transfers and we want the players in. So as you can see here, these are players in. I've got a few on loans. Got to get those loans because we cannot afford to get any players. We've got Conor Woodman here from Dunfermline. He is an English young midfielder or striker. He's not bad. He's got some good potential. Hopefully he can, just chip in as a bit of a squad player. He is a regular starter, but that's how you have to get them. Otherwise you're paying a fee. I do apologise if you can hear kids screaming. There is kids here today, and yeah, that's life, unfortunately. Lewis Hurdle, he's coming on loan from Millwall, can play on both sides, predominantly on the left. Very strong left, reasonable right. He's 2 stars. He's got a bit of pace and ability, and I like him. He's not too bad. So he's come in. And the good thing is with a lot of these young players, they have 5-star potential. So you can try and, if their contract's running out, which I think some of them are, Lewis Hurdle, if we go and have a look at his contract info with Millwall, does expire into next year. So if he does do a good job for us, we'll try and keep him on and then possibly sell him. We then got in Freddy Potts, young midfielder. I love his natural fitness of 20, and he's got stats in the right positions, passing technique. He can't tackle for toffee, but whatever. He's come through the West Ham, and he is actually the son of West Ham legend Steve Potts. Played for all his career at West Ham. Was a bit of a champ man, 0102 legend, sort of there. Legend, he was a little bit past it then, but, you know, good to get someone in. Moses Nwokchi, Moses, we call him. He's my left back. It does say he's more of an attacking left, but he's sort of just a backup left back. He's not very good, but we've got Mason there. But I do like his technique. He's got good flair. He's brave. He's got some good physicals as well, and he's not too bad. Like, you look at crossing and dribbling. Yes, they're 9 and 7, but those are high numbers for this league. So I actually rate him better than what these guys rate him at. So, and once again, whoops, he's got that contract, I think. Pat Kinnan, he's an Irish 20-year-old right winger. He's come in loan from Gillingham. He looks pretty good as well. Nice physicals. He is lightning quick for this league. Pace 13, acceleration, agility. He is going to tear it up down that wing, and he's actually come in as a squad player, which is nice. And same deal here. I have a feeling, yep, his contract runs out end of the year. So if the club's looking to release them, we can actually sign them. Job De Freitas is a England Guyana striker, can also play on the right wing, gives us a bit of versatility. Physically, he's good, he's determined, he's got some decent finishing, and he's not a pressing forward, mate. You're an advanced forward on attack. Some good stats, 10 composure. Decisions, anticipation isn't great, but he's only in as a squad player, but he looks pretty decent as well. We then got in Ryan de Havilland. English, he's come in as he's a midfielder, but I'm going to play him in that DMC role here. He looks pretty good. He's got good tackling. Natural fitness is good. His work rate is decent. So he's come in. And what's amazing is I tried to sign him. He wanted star player on like 300 quid a week. And the board cancelled it because we're so far out from our wage budget. So I left it for like the 2 weeks and offered another contract to him. And he was like, fringe player? And I was like, okay. I was like, £75 a week? He was like, yeah. I was like, awesome. So, welcome, Ryan. Thanks, mate, for taking that pay cut. A couple of other players who I negotiated new contracts with, I have managed to take some money off the wage budget and add some. So, I mean, we're still over, but whatever. And the last guy in is Miles Sonar. He has come in, obviously, to replace Bauer. He's not as good in the air, but I think his all-round game is probably a little bit better. Good positioning here as well. Some decent pace, decent jumping reach though, and he will do well. He's a fringe player as well, so hopefully he doesn't get too upset only playing, 30 games a season. Competitions wise, we're already in the 4th round of the FA Cup, so I'm hoping after that is the first round. So we've got 4th round, 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round. We've got 3 rounds to get through before we can get through them. The schedule, we played a whole bunch of friendlies. The one which was a bit shocking was our loss to Young AZ. We lost 3-0, but check this out. We had 3 shots on target. They had 3 on target. We let them all in. We played our backup goalkeeper. That's what happens when the assistant manager takes over. So we weren't too bad. They played teams like Eastleigh, who are in our league, Maidenhead, who are down below. I think Woking are as well. So not too bad. We got flied today. And I think I've covered everything. I think. Went through finances. Dev Center, we'll just check that out. Andrew Bennett, young centre back. He doesn't look too bad. I'd like to say he came through our team, but he's not a Forest kid. It's a shame. So it is going to be a very tough season. That's what I wanted to show you, was the media prediction, the season preview. Here we are, bottom of the league. Now, we were actually 400-1 to win. We are now down at 300-1. Notts County are probably going to win. They've been in this league now for, where is it? Can we see it on here? History, competitions, overview, that'd be it. They have been here. You can just see here, maybe not with my head, but they have been in and around here the last few years. They are dead set favourites to go up. They're going to be very, very hard to beat. We have a look at Daniel Phillips. He's their key player. Look at that. Wow. He's pretty good. Anyway. So I will be happy this season to just sort of establish ourselves, a good cup run. We've got Maidstone in here, a bit of a rivalry. All right, we should probably get into the game. This is how we're going to line up for our first game against Fly. We've got Anderson in goal, Little at right back, Jackson and Sheridan and Mason, so solid back four the same. Ryan de Havilland at the base of midfield. Payne and Beckwith in here. Payne still captain. As you can see, he's not as good as he should be. I'll open him up here, but he's not too bad. Look, 10, 10, 9, 9. He's got stats in all the right positions. So even though they're rating him at 1.5, 2 stars, we'll still keep him there. De Freitas is going to play on the right with Coney on the left, and obviously the man, the myth, the legend, Kieran Wakefield up front. We've got Lewis Hurdle, Pat Keenan, Freddy Potts, and Miles Sonhar on the bench. No room for Aquara, unfortunately, and a couple of the other ones, but they will get game time as we have a look at our schedule here. Look at this: Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let's go and play the game. Talking for too long. We're only going to get one game in today, as is the custom for the beginning of the season, because we just don't. I spend half the video talking through stuff, which is fine. There's all the admin. I've got to tell you who's left the club, who's still in the club, what's happened here and there, and how much money I'm, wasting. But anyway, the tactic stays the same. I've made a few little tweaks to it, I think. I'm going to point the finger. We've got nothing to lose here. Show everybody how good you can be. A win would be great guns here, because getting relegated is really going to put a spanner in the works. Now, National League, like I've said a few times, is very, very difficult to get out of. I'll be shocked, absolutely shocked, if we go up this year. So I'm happy with a bit of a mid-table, and it is Beckwith now trying to get the cross in. Pulls it back to De Freitas. Beckwith, Kone, that header, and how did that not go in? How did that not go in? You tell me. You tell me. Ref's watch didn't beat there. Payne with the header, and it is Ben Jackson, the giant at the back there. And who says those goals off corners don't happen? Look at this. Alfie Payne, the captain, whips it in, and Jackson just boom, that near post corner routine. It's not as effective as it was when the game came out, but I still play it. It does still work occasionally. Maybe not effective as some other ones out there, but, I like it. So, Kavanagh now whipping the ball in for Flight, and that is off the post. The other one I talked recently, I don't know if I talked about it, was long throws. I still have long throws in, just because I like a long throw. I really, really like it. And we actually scored a goal the other day from it in a game. I can't remember what I was playing, but it was on Football Manager. It wasn't just in the backyard in the kick around. But anyway, stop blabbing. It's Wakefield now on the ball. He's trying to split the two defenders, and he has a bit of a tame shot, and Holden grabs it there. It's Mason on the ball now to the new man, Ryan. His last name, De Havilland. It's a bit of a mouthful. I'll have to practice that a few times. We just might call him Ryan for the moment. Mason now to Payne. Alfie Payne back to Ryan. Linking up with Beckwith. Sam Beckwith. His balls are just lethal. And Kieran Wakefield is just an absolute goal-scoring machine. Now, you're just noticing the bottom left-hand corner there. Cheltenham came up. Yes, Cheltenham are in our league. We've already played them twice in this save. And now the next game. I was thinking I was going to... should I show them the Cheltenham game? But I'm sure you guys have seen enough Cheltenham. If you're a Cheltenham supporter, then you're probably looking for that one. But I thought, I'd give you something different. It's a corner now for Flight. They're trying to get back into this game. Whipping it in, and it is over. We're up to second in the league, which is great. We're going to change this to the league table. A fourth, actually. That's good. Cheltenham, top of the table. If the table stayed like this, I'd give that I'd give thumbs up. Look at that. Give the video a thumbs up while you're there. While you're watching a man trying to get his thumb in line with the camera. Into the dressing sheds, we're going to point the finger. We've had lots of shots so far. I am happy. Let's keep this up, boys. We start the season how we want it to finish. Ooh, I think that's the saying, isn't it? Oh, there's Jackson and Sheridan. The two giant centre-backs trying to combine there. We'll keep an eye on everyone's fitness. Anyone who's getting a little bit tired, we will look to substitute them, as we do have a game on Tuesday straight off the bat. And obviously this pressing tactic, as we've discovered through the leagues, it does really kill my players. Oh, that was a good ball from Little. Wakefield couldn't just get there. Yes, it does kill the players, which is why I've probably plunged the squad into... So good. He's so good. Plunged the squad into debt because I could have had a smaller squad. Less, anyway, whatever. It's there. It's done. It's 3-0. We're cruising. We're cruising. Cruising. Top of the table. Look at that. One more and we'll go clear on goal difference above Cheltenham and Eastleigh. Eastleigh, who we played in the friendlies at the beginning of the season. Right, let's go and make a couple of substitutions. We'll play this highlight and see what happens. Little now to Jackson. Little on the ball now, flicking it forward. Can Wakefield use his pace? He can't. It's Walsh on the ball now for Flyde, trying to go down the byline. Is that the byline? It's not the byline. Little now back to Anderson, the goalkeeper, and Mason, the left back, here moving forward. Beckwith, De Freitas, Kone looking tired. It is Beckwith with the ball. Oh, he tried to thread that pass through, but it's Kone now who's found out on this right wing. Kone now in. There is Kieran Wakefield with a hat-trick on the opening day of the season at home in front of the Maidstone faithful to put Flyde to the sword for bloody nil. Beckwith, that's great composure to get that ball back in that situation. And Kone there, look at that. And Wakefield, he just does not miss. Right, substitution o'clock, it definitely is. Beckwith is the man we want off. We're going to bring on Freddy Potts. Beckwith has had a great game, but he's tired and I need him to be fit. And we're also going to bring on Paddy Boy. And we probably should. We'll bring on. We'll take off Wakefield. He's got his hat trick, and we'll move Kone up front. Here's some debuts, boys. Debuts. Go and enjoy them. 3 debuts from the bench. That's good. 70 minutes. Give them a good 20-minute run out there. Give those other guys a rest. Alfie Payne, 2 assists, and there's a guy who I was going to release, and here he is again, whipping in the corner, and there is his 3rd assist, and Ben Jackson. That came up and said 5th goal of the season, didn't it? Ben Jackson has not scored 5 goals this season. He scored 2 this game. Is it going to show up here? I'm pretty sure it said 5. Does it come up in the replay? I don't think it does. I could rewind it. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. We are cruising. Flyde are absolutely getting smashed here. It is a victory and a half for the chats here. A victory and a half. And we've got a final highlight. Is this the endgame highlight or is this a 6th goal here? Potts on the ball now. Kone, he's going to slap it. Oh, he's hit the... I thought he hit the side netting, but the ball hasn't gone out, so it must have been the post. Flyde on the ball now. I mean, this is a top game. We've absolutely skinned these guys, and I was going to say kept a clean sheet, and we have. Potts clears that one out. Good play from him. He's been good since he came on. The 2 young debutantes, not so much, but, you know, opening games for them. That's a good block there. Who was that? That was Mason there, and that is the game. Look at that. 14 shots on target. Absolutely rinsed them. What a game. What a result. Ben Jackson, man of the match. Well, he was imperilous in the air. That is a great result. We are top of the Vanarama. Wakefield with a hat-trick. Jackson with 2. Alfie Payne 3 assists. If we can keep this going. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's have a look at the schedule. I did want to bring you back for this Maidstone game, but I'm probably not going to. It's probably going to be, as you know, I'm trying to keep these about 4 episodes. We will squeeze the Maidstone game in at some point, but it will probably be that first round of the FA Cup, I'm thinking. Yeah, so it is November the 8th. That is the day for the first round, if we get through. Bloody hope we do. So you will probably see us play either Woking, Gateshead maybe, or Yeovil. Yeovil, who I had one of the players just, you know, it's the end of the video. Where did he go? Here, this guy, Alex Edge. I tried to sign him, but he went to Yeovil. 18-year-old from Southampton. I really, really wanted this kid. He's still on the shortlist. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have and you're not subscribed, could you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.